Thursday.
Yeah, I'm watching Astros. Let's touch Astros.
Ah,
We're doing better.
yeah.
We won 2 series since the last time, so I'll take it.
It's been like not the best. It's been kind of ugly here and there, but it's not too bad. Like the Hunter Brown game, he gave up like that homer, but you could see in his eyes like he was just mad at himself. Like, damn, I
Oh
gave this
yeah,
shit. And I was like, all right, that gives me hope. It's kind of sad. We talked about it off the camera how like Framber has the lowest like scoring ERA.
but our all of our starters did good. Like if you just go through the last time we went through rotation, they all did good. I think nobody gave up more than 2 runs.
Yeah.
And it's like you would, in theory, think we should be winning those games, but our offense is still struggling, man. Like Bregman, what the hell is going on, bro?
No, he had a good game like 7 games ago, bro.
I get it, but 1 out of 7 is not cutting it.
And we talked about this beginning of the season. You said it at best. They go, the biggest thing that we're gonna have to do is score. We can't go 1-2 games, 1-2 games. I don't think we've hit double digits in. I don't remember the last time we did. Honestly, I can't remember.
But it just pisses me off because I know what we need to do is there. Like we have enough.
Yeah.
Because if you go to the Anaheim series or the LA Angels, we fucked Otani up for like 2 innings.
Yeah.
Like that's Astros baseball. We go on these runs like
Yeah.
within the game. So I see it's there. It's there. You did it on Otani. It's there. We did it a couple times against the White Sox. It's like, what is going on?
And it's weird because you saw it in that stretch where we played the Braves and everybody. We
Yes.
did that. And then I don't know what happened. It just completely fell off. And I mean, all eyes are on Abreu still that he's struggling, but it's like it's not just him, it's him, Bregman. It's like I feel like the only confident ones that go up there right now, I would say, is probably Alvarez and Tucker for me.
And Pena.
Yeah, and Pena, yeah.
Pena batted like 290. He's batting 293 for the month of May. He dude's getting hits in almost every game. Like he needs to be moved up in front of Abreu, in my opinion.
Oh yeah. And I don't. I mean,
I'm absolutely 100% fucking loving this Tucker behind Jordan shit because we've been calling for it for 2 years and it's working.
Yes. Don't touch that Dusty
at all. That should be your 3-4 hitter for the rest of the year, no matter what. And for 2 reasons: is Jordan's getting pitches to see. They're not throwing shit right down the middle, but they're risking some stuff against him. That's why he had like 2 base hits in every game against the White Sox.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And then Tucker, I think Tucker has something to prove because AJ Przinsky pissed me off the other day when they were calling the game on Saturday. I feel like he was like, he was fucking with Tucker because he was like, oh, the other announcer said Tucker's the best player in the league that nobody heard of. You know, like he's that good, but he don't get the recognition. And then Przinsky insinuated like, oh, it's because he's just stashed in this team of superstars. So, and I was like, nah, bro. Like, you don't know. Like, this motherfucker's like the best two-way player we have. And we know that. You know what I'm saying? Like, don't say shit about Tucker.
Yeah, it's dumb. I sometimes watch the game without the announcers, so I didn't catch that. But you can't even say, oh, he's stacked on a thing full of superstars. It's like,
yeah, it's like he's hiding within that. He's like protected. It's like bullshit, man, because when we came out into the World Series the first game, this Joker hit 2 home runs.
It's like, okay, why do we get that, but the Padres don't get shit? You have Tatis, you have Machado, you have all these dudes over there.
Soto.
It's like, come on. Like, what the hell? Oh, but they're amazing. It's just like, come on, man. I was like, it's just the hate for him. And, I mean, that's fine. We know what Tucker can do. We know what King Tucker brings. We're still on the pay the man train for sure.
For sure, pay the man. Like I just can't see. I think that he has to do a little bit of help on it. Like be realistic on what you want. You know what I'm saying? And stay. Like I don't want you to go. I'm gonna be mad. Like I don't give a fuck about Springer or Correa. They could go. But yeah. I don't want you to go.
Nah, yeah. Oh man. It's bittersweet. I mean, the good thing is you look at the pitching, and I mean we're down Urquidy, we're down Luis, we're down Lance, and the younger pitching has stepped it up to take their spot. JP France, you have Brandon Belak, and then you have Hunter Brown, and so that kind of gives you that. Okay, I can spend some money on Tucker now because my pitching is starting to develop the way I figured it was going to.
I
But
don't I don't know if this is going to be a hot take to a lot of people. I definitely don't think it'll be a hot take to you. But I think I've seen enough from JP France to tell you he'll never be sent back down.
I can see that.
He's here to stay. Like this dude is he is a Astros pitcher. He's exactly what the fuck we need.
Mm-hmm. And they say there's sometimes blessings and losses. And this is one of those situations. We lost Luis, we lost Urquidy, and Lance is still out. And hey, we need you to step up. He got his turn. He stepped up, and not just once. He's did twice already.
The dude's got uber personality too, because he did an interview, and I was like, all right, he's honest as shit, bro. He's like, listen, I already know I have bad first innings. If I get out of the first inning, then we're good.
Yeah.
And I was like, I'm glad you noticed it too, because we were thinking the same thing. But hey,
as long as you're honest with yourself, I mean, that's what it is. And we've lived through that. I mean, remember we used to have Dallas Keuchel.
Yep.
Some of the worst first innings we've ever seen.
I think Bielik pitched good.
No, he did. He honestly did really good. I think JP France just kind of overshadowed him with the mustache and then everything else. But
now I'm going to ask you a question. This just might be my conspiracy theorist at play, but I noticed something about them pitching this weekend that was from their other ones before. What was different? Did you notice anything different?
Mm-mm.
No Yainer Diaz.
I
have a feeling that either Dusty don't trust Yainer to call play. Like Dusty's thinking like, fuck, Bielik and JP are going to be a star on the rotation now, so they have to pitch with Maldi. So I think he don't have the confidence in Yainer. I thought Yainer Diaz played really good first base the other day.
He did, and he got his first home run. They gave him the silent treatment.
It was hilarious. My point being is like he played first base really good. Dubon could play first base. Hensley can play first base. So if Abreu is hurt and he needs to go sit the fuck down, do it right now.
Yeah.
Straight up.
They keep playing him though, so I'm guessing I don't know if, like you said, if he's on that Alex Bregman play with an injured knee thing, but something's wrong with him. I mean, I hope one day I just look at it and I'm like, all right, he hit a home run. It's done.
Yeah, well, see, my thing is there's plays that he's missed a couple plays on defense at first base, right?
Yeah.
But then he's made plays and it's like, all right, I didn't think you could do that.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So it's like you just don't know what Abreu you're gonna. I guess we're just not familiar enough with him, is all it is.
Yeah, and I haven't seen too many of his, especially his defensive side of the ball. Like I haven't seen that. I've seen his highlights and everything. But I mean, a lot of Chicago like analysts and everything are like, oh, he always like not this bad, but he always starts off slow and then warms up. But I'm hoping by the time it's August, September, October, this fool was just boom.
I'm hoping if he ain't got it done by a trade deadline, we go get somebody. Shit.
Yeah.
That's the goal, the mission at hand right now, to use these call-ups to get us to the trade deadline. Like, get us to the trade deadline because we're probably still going to win this division, and we'll see what we could get at the deadline.
I guess in the division, is it still Seattle?
I think right now it's like a three-way fight. Like, you can't count the Rangers out yet, I don't think.
Yeah.
You can't count Seattle out. You can't count Houston out. I think that we're just, considering we're playing this bad and all the bad luck we've had, and we're still probably better than them, I just think we'll get out of it. We're too good. Champs, get the fuck out of it. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So we'll do that. And then I think it's a toss-up between, I think the Rangers will fall off. I really do.
I mean, they're dealing with a ton of injuries. I mean, they lost their amazing Jake Odorizzi, and then DeGrom that we've all known, kind of. He's dealing with injuries. And so it's like, not just that, the offense is sporadic for him, worse than us.
And Seattle, you remember we were talking about the Texans the other day, you called us feisty.
Yeah.
Last year, the Mariners were feisty. Like, you can't fuck around with them because they'll beat you. I don't feel they're that way anymore. Like, they got expectation put on them, and they don't know how to live up to it.
Yeah. It feels like they're missing something over there, like, for sure. And I don't know if it's like like you get those players that are in that locker room sometimes, and you just feel like, okay, even if you're not playing, you're changing the mindset of this one. Like
Mm-hmm.
Beltran, I mean Uncle Brantley, those type of guys that even if they're not playing, they're in the voice of those other players, and I just feel that's something they're missing because I
I
mean,
think
yes, they came back that one game on us, but I don't really give that to them. I kind of give that to our terrible.
Jordan's just a fucking single machine. He just
Yeah.
gets them by accident. I think you're 100% correct about the Mariners in that. And then, two, I also think they fucked themselves because they didn't leave good enough alone. Like, they had a good team last year. They weren't sure what they had, though. So they made a lot of changes. And you might have messed with the camaraderie and the momentum that team had going.
And we've seen that. I think it was the year when we played Washington.
Yes.
Did a lot of different things, and it was kind of like, oh, what the? And there was a lot of people who were like, oh, well, the dynamics changed a bit, different players, and we forget as fans and other people, like these guys live together, they hang out with each other all the time, they're with these guys more than their families most of the time, and when you start changing up that stuff, I mean, if it's for the better, I'm sure they'll deal with it, but like when you start taking out like multiple players, it's not MLB, the show where you you can just
Yes. It's not like Houston. We have our foundation and we change the shit around it. They changed everything because they didn't know what their foundation was. They Dylan Brooks themselves. They try to play with the big dogs and it didn't work.
Oh man, that's terrible. Dylan Brooks. Ugh. Well, Seattle, good luck. All that. I'm not even mad if y'all suck because y'all are talking a lot of shit on our Facebook. And the comment that I will never forget is, "You can have that playoff win. We won the series against
you." Good trash talk, Seattle. That's why they took y'all's basketball team, dumbass.
Yeah. It's like, oh man, I was like, y'all can have that. I said.
On the other hand, Altuve seems to suck. I don't know what's going on.
They're sending him to
Corpus Christi.
To Corpus Christi.
To see slower pitching.
Is it? Man, it's. I don't want to say it's the World Baseball Classic because Tucker's kind of still playing really good. But I've noticed, I mean, there's a lot of injuries in the league.
Mm-hmm.
And then there's a lot of players that are just doing terrible. But I mean, I can't put it all on it because like a Brady didn't play and he's having one of the worst seasons of his career.
But he's kind of old.
Yeah.
And I didn't know this until somebody said it on the radio the other day. Like, this fool didn't hit a home run for like the last 3 months of the season.
Yeah.
So then I'm like, did the White Sox know something that we didn't? And we jumped the gun?
Well, thank you, Jeff Bagwell. GM Bagwell for another amazing thing that he did. I mean, it was fun when it happened, but it just felt kind of like, hey, you want to play with that? I bet.
I'm just hoping that by the time the playoffs come, he gets it together.
Yeah.
Because that's what Yuli did, and it fucking helped a ton.
That's all I need, bro. Start getting it at that time. That's where you make or break it for me. Like, I need you.
Not only that, is this I'm gonna carry even less because when Altuve comes back and those guys, you're gonna get shoved down the line of probably a spot or two.
Yeah. Oh yeah, he better. I mean, we question Dusty's thing all the time and everything. Oh, he got, at least that guy missed the catch, brought in some runs.
You're a little ahead of me. But see, that's how we love Yuli for that. Is Yuli would just sacrifice fly, get some runs in. You know what I'm saying? Keep the runner moving. It's all about making the right play.
And I think unless he just starts hitting homers, you're not going to win every fan over, sadly. And it's not fair to him because people love Yuli for his hair, his personality, what he brought to the team over the years, and always taking those pay cuts. But it's not the same thing. You can't.
I'll say this, though. So this ball he just hit, if he would have hit that to the Crawford boxes, it wouldn't have been out, but it would have been real close.
Yeah.
In Washington yesterday, he hit a ball to right center, and that shit was hella far. So it would have been out here, too. I think he's going to get a hold of one here pretty soon. I'll say within I'll call it. He gets a home run in this series.
In this against the Cubs?
Yeah, I'm gonna call it. I'm gonna be the one dumb fuck that sticks up for Abreu. He's gonna get a home run in this series.
Somebody got to.
He ain't
Somebody got
going
to.
nowhere. Not what we pay him.
Nah, he definitely on the team. That's why I said he got to get it. I mean, he did good this. I, if I could see anybody getting it, like if him getting it during a series, it could be against the Cubs. I could see that.
The way that we felt about Dubon, like early in the season, like Pena should be getting that right now. Like
Oh
this,
yeah,
like he legitimately has been the best player all year. I think.
and he went from MVP, World Series MVP to all right. I need to jump up here, and he's been consistent. He's been consistently really good.
I'm just saying, think about the mental part of it. Like he went from leading the lineup to start the season doing a shitty fucking job, going to second, not doing good enough, getting pushed back down the lineup, but the whole time he's still swinging, he's still hitting. His batting average is going up, and he ain't let that shit bother him none. I like that.
That mental, man. That's what you want in those leaders. And I mean, Altuve is getting older. Somebody's gonna have to lead this next group of people, and it kind of gives you hype that all right, we got Pena there. I mean,
We got
Tucker's
the
yeah.
foundation,
You got
Tucker.
Pena, Tucker, Alvarez.
Yep.
Those three right there are my.
And then we're not familiar with. Oh.
Forzy.
Like, who knows what we're going to get out of Drew Gilbert? Like, I think he's going to be a hell of a player.
Man, them boys in Double A right now or in Triple A. Just there's no room for everybody. They're like, all right, where do you go? All right,
Dearden.
where do you go? Oh man, it's fun though. It's good, and it's funny because we always get ranked as one of the worst farm systems, but
Yes.
yet we watch and listen to what our guys do, and we're like, oh well, that's cool.
It's like how the San Antonio Spurs used to do. It's like they didn't bring a lot of new people in, but the ones they did were good.
Yeah,
they did their shit.
Their scouting and everything is top notch, and I mean that's what you get with the Astros. Their scouting is top notch. Like, okay, well, we're not gonna get the number one pick, but hey, we're gonna get a quality person at number 25, and it's gonna be better than the rest of them down there.
Man, is this fucked up to say? I don't want Brantley back.
No,
because I like what McCormick and Myers are doing.
It's like for me, I think at this point, if he does come back, bro, you're DHing.
Because let me ask you this: would you sacrifice Jolks and what McCormick gives you with Myers in the outfield playing left field when Jordan doesn't for Brantley? Would you trade? Because basically, I feel like it's going to be a 2-for-1.
Yeah.
I don't want that.
Yeah, it's kind of, I've been thinking about it. I feel like Brantley is, man, honestly, I don't even know when he's coming back. It doesn't even look like it's soon with his injury. It looks like he needs to retire at some point.
I just feel like ask him to be a bench coach. Pay him his money, go be a coach, bring in a player. Because like if you knew for certain he wasn't coming back, then that's not lingering over you no more. I'm sick of hearing about that shit. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. And I have a feeling he's going to at least be on the team for this year as like a depth guy. He'll play, I guess, that Trey Mancini role for us.
I'm not trying to say a whole lot, but he got hurt last year and we won a World Series. And then 2 years ago, he got hurt and we did pretty good. And the 1 year he did play, we didn't do so bueno. So you're probably better off as a coach, my brother.
Yeah, motivational speaker, bro. That's that team John Lucas.
Hey, good call.
Oh, man. Well, Astros, our guys are coming back soon.
Yes.
All good, though.
Good job, JP France.
Yes. JP, getting your flowers this week. Pena, you getting your flowers. But
good job for Yonner on his first home run.
Yes, congrats, man. That was a nice one.
That home run that Jordan hit in Chicago on Friday night, that was a fucking shot, son. That was a shot.
Mm-hmm. He's had 35 straight games where he's gotten on base to start the season. All he's doing is just shattering that record.
Do you think he breaks Lance Berkman's RBI record this year? It's 136, I think.
I think he can.
I think he can too.
way he's freaking hitting right now.
He's hitting even better with Tucker behind him. Like, that's helping Jordan more than it's helping Tucker. But
Yeah.
I already know Tucker well enough to know he knows when to get hot, and Tucker shows up for the big games. Like, don't fuck around.
Yeah, no, Tucker. I mean, and it's harder on the pitcher too, because like, all right, if I don't pitch to him, then Tucker's behind him. But if I do pitch to him, and it's just like, oh man.
I mean, granted, there's going to be a time or two when the other team brings in a left-hand pitcher and they do good against it, but it just is what it is. They're professional pitchers. Somebody's going to do good against them. But more times than not, we're going to win that.
Yeah, yeah, for sure. He's gonna. I'm looking at what he's doing. I know his home runs. He has 9, so he's not far behind. The leader is at 13, and Pete Alonso. And then there's a bunch of 11s. And then runs batted in, he's second. Tied for second at 37 with Devers.
That's what I'm thinking he can. But yeah, think about it. There was so many games where RBI wasn't available to him.
I know.
Nobody was on base.
Nobody in front of it can do shit.
Because there was plenty of games we didn't win nothing where he still doubled or something. You know what I mean? Yeah. So if you have one of the worst offenses in all of baseball and you're still number 2 in RBIs, you'll do just fine.
Well, time to figure.
Hey, you called it a long time ago. Just win the series. 2 out of 3. Keep winning series, and we'll do just fine.
That's all I want is win them series, especially playing everybody. All right, win these series. I didn't like losing the Seattle series, but hey, it's all good. As long as we stay ahead of them, it ain't gonna matter. So,
word.
All right.
How much I'm working for this? I swear my dreams are too important.